Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today's video I'm going to talk about my rheumatoid arthritis. As many of you know, I occasionally mention it in some of my videos. And today I went to the doctor's and there's good news. I don't have to go back for 3 months. I'll have blood tests the week before and then we'll discuss it when I go into my appointment. I was diagnosed with rheumatoid arthritis in 2015, and it was a very trying time for me, emotional and everything. I felt like my world was falling apart. You know, it was hard for me to do my job. You know, I was a cook as well as an overnight aide. I would spend the whole weekend at work, and it was nonstop from Friday afternoon till Monday morning. So I'd be in pain a lot and everything, but I won't go into detail about that. Anyway, many things had happened. You know, I had a perforated bowel. I almost died in surgery, and that was due to the methotrexate, which was the first medication that I was ever given besides prednisone for the rheumatoid arthritis. And then after recovering from that, I went on Symphony area. And that was okay for a while. We had 2 scares. I had to have 2 biopsies for lymphoma. I also had to have hand surgery. This hand is still pretty well screwed up because my doctor wouldn't listen to me when I kept saying, this is the only part of my body that hurts, and he gave me a cortisone shot. That didn't work. So yeah, it's been very trying. It affected every part of my body, everything. It made my life miserable. I did not like being on the medications, the infusions. I had infusions. I go in once a month and get an intravenous line and get my infusion of my medication. So just recently, we were going to change my medication again because it wasn't working. It started, you know, I hadn't even been on that one basically a year. So then the insurance company was denying. They kept saying, call your doctor. We need more information of why you have to have the infusion and why you can't give yourself a shot or pills or anything like that. I couldn't do pills because the majority of them affect your stomach, and I can't risk any more problems with my stomach. And the shots I couldn't give myself because both of my hands, they hurt. I didn't have the, I couldn't, you know, I didn't have the strength to give myself the shot. I don't know how else to describe it. So I was starting to get worried, and this was like in November. And I had watched videos before on YouTube about, you know, diet and this and that, and people curing themselves of rheumatoid arthritis and the Paddington diet and all that stuff like that. So, you know, I was starting to get scared, so I was like, well, you know what, why not try to turn everything around and change my diet and everything. And, you know, I'd already been doing, you know, like things like the Qigong and all that and Tai Chi and everything, but, you know, I was eating some junk food and processed foods and stuff like that. And I did a video a while, not too long ago, but of some of the foods that I started buying to change my diet. The majority, you know, everything that I can buy that's organic, I do. I cut out all sugar and sweets except for naturally sweetened, like, you know, yogurt, good yogurt. I don't eat, you know, crappy yogurt that tastes like pudding. I don't eat that kind. And oh my God, I love chocolate morsels. Oh, they're my favorite. But anyway, and no more corn, no more cereal, no more grain, you know, no more flour, no more tortillas, no more turkey wraps with, you know, salsa, no more hamburger helper, none of those things. I mean, you know, I totally turned my diet around, totally. I eat a lot of fermented foods and stuff like that, like sauerkraut, but you have to get the fermented kind, you know, the good kind. I also a lot of turmeric, warm lemon water every morning first thing. What else do I do? Vitamin C. I also got extra probiotics. I recently added glucosamine sulfate. Pineapple every single day, whether it be straight in a smoothie or juice. Celery every day. I don't juice my celery, I just eat it. Sometimes I eat it with salt, sometimes I eat it with hummus. Any anti-inflammatory food that I can eat, that's what I'm doing. So I went to the doctor's 5 weeks ago, and told her how I was doing, and I was supposed to have an infusion that day, but I ended up not having an infusion because I was sick, and they can't give it to you when you're sick. And so she said, well, we'll see you in 5 weeks, but if you feel that you need that infusion anytime in between, call us and we'll get you right in. Well, guess what? 5 weeks later, and I still did not need that infusion. I've been outside shoveling. I've done all kinds of things. If I feel any inflammation coming on, instead of just icing my hands now, I've come up with a new way to do it. I just fill the bathroom sink with water and stick my hands in there so that the whole hand thoroughly gets iced. I leave it in for as long as I can stand it, pull it out, put it back in, etc. But that's just some of the things I've been doing to help myself, because these biological. So, also in addition to all the other things that I'm doing, my son is a licensed massage therapist, and we've been doing cupping sessions. If you don't know what that is, you can go online and read about it. There's tons of sites that'll tell you about it. I don't want to go into detail about it. I also do meditation. I think positive. Another thing, when I get up in the morning, I don't have that brain fog feeling like I drank all night and I'm all hungover and everything. But those are just the things that I'm doing to help myself. And every day I try something new, or I make I'm not just like some people say, just go all vegetarian, vegan, sorry, just fruits and vegetables and stuff like that. I'm sorry, I can't do that. I have to have some real food. But I eat a lot of eggs I eat a lot of eggs all the time, which to that I cook in coconut oil, which is another big thing that I use a lot, is coconut oil. But I will put turmeric in, my scrambled eggs, and I'll cook it in coconut oil. Like sauteed zucchini, sweet potatoes, anything that I can saute in coconut oil, I do. There's just so many different things that I've been doing and adding to my diet. And you're making homemade soups. I just made a homemade potato soup. And they now have stocks that are vegan that you can use, vegetarian, organic, things like that, instead of using milk, because that's another thing that you're supposed to stay away from, is dairy products, and I do my best to stay away from them. I might cheat a little bit here and there with a little cheese, but hey, if that's all I'm doing, coming up this week, and bone broth. I drink a lot of chicken bone broth. I add it to as many things as I can. I'm going to be making some homemade next week. This week I'm going to be making homemade cauliflower soup. Just go online, do your research, watch videos, read articles. This is just what I'm doing to help myself. But anyways, I'm gonna cut the video short now. I don't want to drone on and on and on. But anyways, so I don't have to go back to the rheumatologist for 3 more months, and I'm really happy about that. So I want to thank everybody for watching, and have a great night. Bye.